the muscles that influence the leg to go straight or go out, how can I get those things stronger? Because if I balance my horse's leg out, then it should travel straight, shouldn't it? Once I get it balanced. But if it's balanced wrong, by that I mean it's stronger on one side than the other, so there's not an equal balance to it, then I say, okay, now what do I have to do on my part to help the horse learn how to do that? Okay, so if he were standing here, and I wanted to develop on the black leg, because that seems to be the one.
And is that this side?
That's the white one on the right.
The white one's
White
on the
right. Yeah. Okay. So I would want that left hind leg to reach out. Okay. So turning on the forehand, see, would help him to learn to reach out. There. And then I just one at a time, see. And then I'd set him up, and then I'd have him reach out with the right. See, then he reaches. See? Now, he stood better that time. Now get him to reach out with the right, left hand. There. Now what he's doing now is he's not reaching here, he's reaching here. He actually reaches like this.
Okay.
But if I could get him to reach like this, then he's got to use this part of his muscling more, doesn't he? Okay, you want to try that?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to shift
if
the balance
he goes
back?
too far, leans too far forward, where's his hind foot going to go?
It's going to go forward.
So you're actually going to get him opposite of what you were doing.
Yeah.
See? You're going to get him to think about reaching out like this. So you'll concentrate on where he's balancing himself.
Okay.
Ah, that's better. Okay. Then reach out. There, that's a lot better right there. Okay? And reach out. There. You see? But it's really small stuff, isn't it? It's not like you want him to get too much going.
Right.
Because you want to be accurate. If you lifted weights down at the gym and you did it wrong, what you're going to do is you're going to develop the wrong set of muscles. So if you want to be really specific and help this guy learn how to be stronger, you have to think about real specifically, where is his weight in the front end? Is it forward, back, left, or right? And then the foot that I want to impress, what is it doing? Does it step forward? Does it step back? Does it step under? Does it step out? Out and forward? Out and back?
Okay.
See, because I'm going to develop different muscles by wherever that foot goes.
Gotcha.
And if I want to develop these muscles, I can't have him do this. But I wish I could, because then it would be easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah. He needs a thigh master. Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the
Suzanne
left.
Summers, here we come.
Good.
Boy.
Catch the front end. Nice. Now pet him.
Boy.
Now,
Now, is it more important because so he tends to kind of go out through the front door here, and I'm trying to keep him back.
what's it going to do to the hind foot?
It's
Gonna
going to
make
make
it
it
go
go forward.
And where do you
not
want it to
the
go?
side, and I want it to go more out to the side.
Yes.
And so I'm trying to keep him, but I'm also trying to balance not pulling on him too much because he gets, or kind of.
It's not that you're pulling on him. He may be actually pulling on you. Have you ever thought about that?
He is, and how.
See?
And how
So-
do I balance that?
Well, when he pulls, you might say no.
Okay.
Did you pull on him?
No, I just.
Yeah. You didn't do this,
Okay.
right? You just said, don't do that.
Okay.
Is there a difference? There's a world of difference.
Yeah.
See? Whether you pull on him or he pulls on you is a world of difference. Okay? And ask him to commit to his front end first. Then ask him to move his hind end. Once he's committed, that was nice. And then ask again. There you go. Now that was the best step so far.
And it helps.
Yeah. Now, you don't want to do a lot of this
Okay.
because he's not very strong. And if you ask him to do something, he's going to try to do it because he's that kind of horse. but it's not going to develop strength, is it? Because if he has to cheat, you just teach him how to cheat. And when they get tired, then they have to cheat, don't they? Okay, now, here's something that will help you also. I had a thoroughbred stallion that came in years ago, and that horse would do this with his hind legs. And your horse tends to do this a lot. All right? Right now, he's resting the white leg, isn't he? See how your right hip's dropped? Okay. Now, his front end's pretty good, though, isn't it? His front end, you can feel it's pretty solid. But his back end does a lot of this. You see? Now, the way that you sit in your saddle will influence what he does with his hind end. Are your cheeks tight? Oh, really? Do you know how I know that? Because I had to learn that. Horses were doing this on me, and I go, what in the heck is going on? And then I started coming down and getting my seat wider. And my horses started coming down to a stop, like this, instead. But when my cheeks were tight, my horses would come to a stop like this. See? So I had to struggle through that too. All right? So when you're coming to a stop, what was that expression you had? Squishy diapers?
Like wet sand in your diaper.
Yeah. That's kind of, that's one way to describe it.
Or loaded.
But when you come down, you want to think about what your hips are doing. Because if your hips get tight,
You narrow.
your cheeks come together and your knees go out. Don't they? Okay, let's try that. Pinch your cheeks together where your knee goes. Right? Now, relax that and spread your hip out, and where do your knees go? They go in and down. You see? So we want to think about how we sit, and that will influence what our horse does, huh? So let's walk straight ahead. You're thinking about strength now. And so your hips are out.
Big butt, Allison. Big
Wide behind, like that picture.
Don't worry.
Now, when you come to a stop, let's go along the wall so that you can have a perspective of something straight, which is the wall. And you want his head in the center. Close your hands and come to a stop. But as you come to a stop, you're spreading your seat out. Come to a stop. See how he drifts left? A little bit more right rein, left leg. Now, if you were trying to work with cattle, they would have just gone the other way about 60 feet before them, without you. See? So you want to think about when you're going to gather your reins up, you're going to get your seat ready, and as you sit down, your seat's going to get wider, and there won't be any impulsion for that horse to go forward. You're going to stop your hands. Stop. Okay, hold him right there. That was better, wasn't it? See how he kind of leaks through?
Yeah.
Well, when he leaks through, watch. He leaks through like this. And then he leaks through like this with the back end. Okay. See? So when you sit down, your hands stop and your seat gets wide. And you just sit right down to the ground. Okay, you ready? Okay, here you go. Okay, now come to a stop. That was better. His hind end is stopping wider already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Did you feel the difference?
Yes.
See, now when you stop, he's stopping. See? At the end of the day, when you give your horse back to the owner, right? You want to have it at least as good as when you got on it. And hopefully better. See? So we're trying to help these horses to understand what we're wanting to do in a way that they want to do what we're asking. They don't know it's for their benefit, do they? But they get stronger if we do it right. Okay? Now, when you go to leave, I don't want you to leave with the front end. See? So here's what I'm going to have you do. You're going to close your hands. And his back end is about like this right now. Right? And I want you to not let him go forward. We're going to think about this first and then forward. Okay? Now forward. Good. Now come to a stop, and your seat relaxes and gets wider. You get straight. See how the neck got off-center, didn't it?
It did.
And he drifted. Now, move the hip over here. Keep the front end still. Move the hip over here towards me. No, don't let the front end go. Don't let the front end go. Now go forward. See what we're doing now? We're taking a couple different things. The thing he needs to do is learn how to move that left hind leg and develop our abductors, right? And learn how to stop straight now. Look at the
Wow.
difference that time, Katie.
Yeah.
See? He can feel that stuff if we set him up. When he left, what did you do? Yeah, you got to stop that front end. Get him thinking about getting more ready behind. See, if I were to look at him and just take a picture of him, and I would say to myself, you know, if I could develop that hind end just a little bit more for strength, he'd look better. And he would be able to do things better. Bring that left hind leg back. It's too far forward. Left hind leg. Back.
You want it back.
Yeah. Stop. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Good. Oh, feel that?
Yeah.
See how he's coming underneath you better?
Yeah, definitely.
See, it doesn't take him long to figure out that if you're going to leave, you need to... Oh, that's much better.
Way.
Now just get him to think about moving that left hind leg. He doesn't even have to move it. He just has to think about it. Now go forward. Is the owner here?
That's Maddie in the corner.
Mandy in the corner?
Maddie.
Maddie in the corner. Okay. You see what we're trying to do? I want that horse's back to come up more, and I want him stronger on this side of his leg, the black leg, so that he doesn't do this so much, because he tends to want to stop like this.
That was way
And then
different,
when she
Allison.
keeps her seat tight and together, he wants to do the same thing. So, getting her a little bit wider in her hips there, getting him to step out, that's to help him. Right rein more. Now when he's coming to us there, now he finally brought his hip. Don't let him go. Don't let him go. Don't let him go. You're just waiting for a second, okay? You're not going anywhere. He's crooked.